Well, what an intro. Hello and welcome to PSGL F6. It looks like we're sleepy today, but it is round 3 and France with me, myself, Sondre Sarhaug and Luis Marshall on comms. And today we have Morris Guy and El Truco with us. So, Marshall, if you want to start with Morris.
Yeah, believe it or not, guys, I'm actually interviewing Morris, not El Druco. um, so, firstly, happy birthday, Morris.
Thank you.
And I've got no questions to ask. What's your thoughts on France?
I'll just leave then.
You want me to ask El Truco his questions first, Marshall?
Nah, it's alright. It's alright. I'll just pop some in my head. That sounds weird.
Sorry, what was it again?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on France quickly?
Unlike a lot of people, I actually like France. I usually do okay-ish there. See what happens. I've DNF'd the first 2 races, so I could be starting a DNF streak.
Oh no, don't do that.
No.
Cablo needs you to carry him. Poor Cablo with his back.
Yeah.
You're having a bad back soon in the Renault team.
Thanks.
So, what's your targets for tonight? You're saying you like France, so would you like a podium? Or
I would absolutely love a podium. Top 5. That's what I'm aiming.
Yeah.
Tonight's a change.
Would you like some rain as well? Or?
No. If it rains, I'm quitting.
Same.
No, you can't quit, El Truco, you're winning.
No.
I don't like rain.
We know.
I'm a nice weather driver.
Oh, I had a good question then before. Oh yeah, you said in the Discord chat that you wanted El Truco to win. Is that true? You really want him to win?
Yes, I want to hear you sing. That's it. We've literally discussed this in the party before. All of us are going to pull over. Let's go.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Tonight's the night.
I think I missed something.
If El Truco wins now, hold on. What's Red Bull fan in spectator?
Not sure.
Yeah. So wet weather you'd hate. So why is that? What are you on pad?
I'm on the pad. Yes, I don't like spinning.
Pad traction.
No. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've been awful questions tonight. I'm really planned them.
Right, still love you.
You're nervous that I'm here?
Oh yeah, shit myself. So I'm just ask El Truco questions.
I'm ready, yeah. First of all, though, happy birthday to you, Morris.
Thank you.
And then over to you, El Truco. And we know how much you love the rain. So we're gonna pray for dry weather for you today.
Well, thank you.
But nonetheless, though, been a mixed start of the season for you. DNF last week, but back in Bahrain, though, we saw you almost taking that podium position in the first race of the season. Like, after that, like, what is your goal for today?
Well, my goal is obviously to get first, but podium is literally my aim today because in FP I was 4th and I had 9 seconds of pins, so today is the day that I'm not gonna go get any pins and go straight for the podium.
Not for the win.
Well, I've said that I'm not gonna get any pens before, and it doesn't always pan out that way. But still, though, Then we know that you're gonna try to avoid pens, but no, except for you though, who do you think will be your main competitors today?
Easy. There are three people I'm scared of.
Uh-huh.
It's Ponich, it's Boomer, and it's Win.
Interesting. Not Svanek?
I think he will screw up his own race.
Well, you
I
know a
literally think
little something about screwing up your own race from experience, so I'll take your word for it.
He is called Bottle Hog for a reason.
don't
That
remind me,
that is
please.
me. But
Don't remind me.
nonetheless, though, I'll trick for the rest of the season. Like, what are the goals for this season? Obviously, as we said, fourth
Um,
place in the first race, podium today maybe.
yeah, my goal is to aim into the top 5 in the constructors. No, drivers, sorry. And constructors. Yeah, it will be aiming for two. The Ferraris are just too quick. So I think I want to battle with Haas. Me and
So
Biddle.
top two in the constructor then.
Yeah, and top 5 into the drivers.
Interesting, interesting. But we gotta address the issue of rain though. If it rains today, are we gonna see that same old El Truco we saw a couple of seasons back when it rained at China?
No, we're not gonna see two wings.
Not gonna see you spinning around everywhere.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I'm just
That's a
in
bit.
lap 1. I'm just gonna do donuts around the track and retire.
Well, you
That's
know
a
a
really.
little
100%
something
sure.
about that. But I'm out of questions then, so guess I'll just say good luck to the both of you, and maybe we'll see you again after the race.
Well, thank you, and
And with yeah,
have a fun time doing cons.
we usually do. We usually do.
Yeah.
As
Well,
long as you guys put on a show like you usually do, then we'll have a good
always,
time.
always.
We try.
Have fun, guys.
You too.
See you guys.
Yeah,
Then
man.
see you. Yeah. Then Marshall, the two of us.
Yes.
France strategy. Any idea?
Soft mediums. Yeah, that's it. Maybe
Ooh,
medium softs.
I mean, it's a
What do you
risky
think?
one though. I know that you can do soft mediums here, but I know that a lot of
I
people
mean,
will probably opt to do the soft hards too.
I think the experienced lads in here, like Boomer, Blue, Pornage, all of them to like do softs, mediums. But then we've got like kind of Andrew as well. Then there's like newer guys like Sam. I think this might be his debut tonight, so he could do softs, hards. Bundes could do that. So it's
We
it's in the middle.
gotta make sure to look at who's gonna end up doing what. I do think it's the same as you though, that we're gonna see a lot more of the experienced guys choosing the softer mediums, while we're gonna see some more insecure guys going soft to hards, or maybe even medium to hards. We know that the soft aren't good for very long at this track, so
How many laps can you do? It's about 9, 8, something.
I gotta admit it's a long time since I raced France now, so I can't actually remember, but I think like you can do about 8, 9 laps on them, but they're not gonna be
I
that
think
good after like 4 laps, I think.
I think in you can pit about lap 7 onto medium to the end, but your tyres will be dead
Yeah, I
at
think
the
lap
end.
7 is the earliest to compete for mediums. I remember
Yeah.
when I was in F4, no F3, I think that I had to pit on lap 7 or something, and like the mediums were shredded at the end. They were
Yeah.
not good at all. It worked, but they were not good.
And if it's an early safety car and you're on mediums or hards, well, especially hards, you're just gonna be nowhere. You'd be near the front, but you'd just
That
be
is a
so
good
slow.
point, though. I think we could, if we get a safety car on lap 1, I think we can see a lot of people going onto the hard tires.
Yeah.
But it's a dry
There'll be
quality,
lots of
Marshall.
difference when you move.
So you know what the next question is. Your top 3.
Uh, I've got full grids yet again in F6.
Don't we always?
Um, I'm gonna say Quanic pole, Hornage second, Sven third.
Interesting. From what I can remember, Sven was pretty good at this track last season, so I'm gonna go with him on pole.
Hmm.
Buma, Trico mentioned him, so I think he'll get second and Ponich will get third.
Yeah, then there's like Billy. I did see him in the chat last night. He has been
Well,
practicing, so
there's a lot of people I would put out as a good shout for top 3 too. You have
yeah.
Billy, you have
Morris
Tavanak,
said he likes his track.
Morris, yeah. So it's not really. See, Dion has impressed in the opening part of the season, even though
Yeah, Maze as well. He's showing good speed.
Amaze too. So there is a lot of guys there I think can challenge. But oh my god, I mean I'm almost getting second thoughts about my top 3, but I'm happy with that. I think those 3 are gonna end up high up at least.
RDA
Let's see though.
says Gwen has the fastest time trial time. So it's
Uh-huh.
time trial. It depends how much time you spend on it, really. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to that.
Well, I mean it's very different with time trial and quality because like the grip level
Yeah,
is different and pretty much everything, the track conditions. So it's not that easy to judge out of time trial. Although like if everyone's done time trial, you get a view on what it might look like.
yeah.
But
If
it
everyone
could
does time trial
be.
for like 20 minutes, you'll see who's the quick ones and
Then you have some who's just time trial merchants too. So
Leroy. Sorry.
you had to, I guess. But let's see though. Milam on to do the first lap of the day. He's on the medium tires right now, so
Very cautious with 2 on 2.
very cautious too. As we already have yellow flags. Probably just someone moving over, I think.
Yeah, possibly.
As we can see, the Milan goes a little bit wide in that corner there. Before taking a lot of the outside curve there, which is what you should do, to be honest. You gotta take that to get the best way around the corner
I'm
possible.
surprised to see so many people out on medium tyres. If it was me, I would have gone with the softer option for the tyre um, allocations.
Surprising to see a couple of people's on the hards too, but then again, the
Yeah,
guys on the hards are probably people who's gonna start on mediums, unless they change their mind.
yeah.
Let's see though, Mileham into the third sector now. Around this long right-hander.
Look
Gotta
how
say that
short is
long
that from
right.
Wyman, but
Yeah, I
carry
gotta say
on.
though, Lewis, that long right-hander we saw him through there was actually one of my favorite corners on this game because
It
it's
is a
so
full
long,
corner.
and you can
Yeah,
like it's such a wide track and stuff, so you can actually pull off a move on the outside or inside. Obviously, on the outside you gotta have better tires than the other guy, but
yeah.
it's still a great
Uh,
corner for racing.
you'll probably see some overtakes there tonight.
As I am
As
trying to get a hold
I
on
think
who's
it's
next to the line.
Betty on the soft with the 31-4.
Let's see, we have Boomer crossing the line in a few moments. We can see the Pawnage has gone over the line already too, but Boomer with provisional pole with a 1:30.6 and 8 tenths ahead of, well, 1 tenth ahead of Sven.
Do you think anyone could get into the low 30s, possibly 29s?
I don't know yet, but we have Sam Thompson though, EVR Sam over the line with a
Goes
131.6.
trying to keep up with everyone. I think it's a Racing Point next. Obviously, Matt's not here,
I
unfortunately,
have
so
jumped over to the wrong Racing Point, but it is Blue, you're right, as
it is
he
blue.
comes over the line. He's on the mediums though, doing a 32.5. And I believe it's a Renault, and I believe he's on an outlap.
It's a McLaren next. Or is it Milan pit? Oh, it's Milan, I think, pitting.
It's Milan going into the pits. So who
What about
is next?
Williams?
But
Williams.
he's on an in-lap, I think.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at.
Well, F1 fan, I think he is on a lap. He's
Oh
already
yeah.
run out of ERS though, Marshall. That's quite early.
Yeah. Has he been in take all that? It looks like he might have.
I think he might have, and it's gonna be 134.6.
Dion's on the lap in the middle sector.
Yeah. Just going to go over to him as we can see him coming out of the chicane. Probably one of the places we will see the most overtakes today.
On my screen, he's on the medium tyres, but then he's on the softs, like on the graphics.
As we're getting a view of him from above around that long right-hander. So far though, Marshall, out of the people we've mentioned, Sven and Boom are both in the top 3.
Yeah, as expected, really.
Wrong order for my sake though, but Dion with a 132.6, so right around Morris Guy and Blue Jeans pace on those mediums.
Yeah, it looks pretty competitive on the mediums. Like Dion, Milan, Blue, Morris.
Is
Pony's just got like 2 tenths over
Poggle
them.
doing a lap? Poggle is doing a lap, so we'll follow him over the
Yeah.
line. On his 3rd lap on the hard tires, it's gonna be a 133.1.
33-1.
Not a big improvement, but a small one.
I'm surprised to see he's got some parts, to be honest.
Oh, as your
El
favorite driver, El Truco, has just invalidated
He's not
Marshall.
using battery though.
No, it's because he's just invalidated.
Oh yeah, no he has.
It was invalidated before that. But let's see then, who is next on a lap? Nobody right now, unless Dion is going for another one. Dion is going, nah, he's going into the pit.
Lee
So-
Wilson starting a lap. If you want to follow Lee Wilson.
Oh, well, Fanak has already started the lap, so we'll jump over to him
Oh, okay.
actually. As he's about to get onto the long straight. Question for you here, Marshall. With us having this long straight, and obviously then after the chicane here, you have a small straight again, but leading up to a flat out corner.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? What do you think is the best idea here? Because like, if you're running high downforce, you're gonna be a sitting duck on the straight. But obviously, if you can stay within the DRS zone on the car ahead of you, with low downforce, you can. Well, with high downforce, I mean. Well, it's France, so it's not gonna be high, but high considering the track. You could be sitting in for an easy top position. Then, like, what do you prefer around there?
If I had to choose out of them two, I'd probably go with a low downforce. So you can defend and overtake.
Going for the aggressive one, I see.
Hmm?
Going for the aggressive setup, as we see Tfanak put himself inside the top 3.
What do you choose? Would you choose low downforce or?
Well, I would choose low downforce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would choose the low downforce to try to obviously first just bang in a good quality lap. Then after that you gotta just try to hold on in the corners where you need a downforce and hope that you're able to not make any mistakes. And if you are, then
Hmm.
just make sure to have a good exit before every straight.
Plus, if you're using like high downforce, you have to use like more battery, which is never good. So if you've got
Is
like a low downforce, you can save battery easier and attack when you need to.
it Red Bull that is in the final sector there?
RDO, I believe.
Sven, I believe.
No, it's RDO. I'm watching him.
Well, Sven too. Sven is right behind Audio, and
Oh,
Sven is the one on the lap, so we're going to follow him over the line as he does a 1:30.6 to put himself up into second. As we can see, the Pawnage has gone on the softs and gone third now.
30.7. Yeah.
But now we're gonna go over to Blue Jean, who's on soft tires now, out of the final corner to cross the line. Is he gonna be all the way up there? It's gonna be on 30.9, which puts him sixth right now. Who is next? I believe it's a Torosso. That might be El Truco on his way
Tarasso.
in.
Eldrick is fitting.
But Lee
It's in
Wilson
McLaren. It might be Lee.
is
Yeah,
on his
Lee
way
Wilson.
in. Uh,
Oh, he's pitting as
Next
well. It
will
looks
be
like.
Pawnage, but he should also be on his way into the pit. Yeah, well, he's definitely on his way into the pit.
Milan is pitting.
Morris Candy and
Hornage is pitting.
both on out laps. But it's a
Both Renaults are
Haas.
on outlaps.
No. So who is
I think it might.
next?
Is it
Sabete is
Sabetti?
on. Well, Sabete is about to
Yeah.
finish his lap, so
Yeah.
we'll follow him over the line to see if he can put up a low 30. It's going to be a high 30, but it's a 30.8 and fifth
It's
quickest at the
really
moment.
close, to be fair.
It's
The top
extremely close right now.
top 7 within like 3 tenths, really. 3.5 tenths.
Who's next over line? Is it his teammate
It's Bundes, I
Bundes?
believe.
It is. Let's see
He's
then.
gone wide at the final corner.
Over
32,
line
33,
33.7,
37.
so not sure if that's representative. And
We've got
Williams.
Williams. I think that's Mays and Outlap.
Mason outlap, so we'll have that in mind. But Dion has invalidated. Morris Guy hasn't, so we'll follow Morris Guy as he's just started the third sector. The birthday
Wouldn't let me
boy.
check smart.
Is he gonna get a birthday poll?
Some birthday luck as well. You know, awful start to the season for him. Been so unlucky getting damage.
Luckily, it's still many more
Oh,
races
he's
left of
gone
the season
wide.
as he
Oh,
goes straight into the pit.
yeah.
Which
Oh,
means
who's that
next
off?
guy,
Oh,
I was going to say is a Ferrari, but was a yellow sector there, so that's Ponage or Boom on an outlap.
let's see how Mays is doing on this lap.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to Mace. We'll see he's in the first. Well, he's just exited the first sector.
25.3.
It says purple. However, I'm not sure if I can believe that, but looks like he might actually be getting a tow from the Ferrari in front of him too. I'm not sure if that is Buma on a lap or if it's Ponage on an outlap. That was Ponage on an outlap,
It is
definitely.
Pornage, yeah.
Since he just cutted the chicane completely. Nonetheless, though, Mays in the Williams today. So that's a purple sector 2 as well, but once again, can't always trust that. Round is long swooping
Yeah,
right-hander.
can never trust this game with anything.
You can trust it to give you safety cars,
Yeah, you can trust it with that.
which is a
Because
good
that
thing
changed sometimes
because
now.
Well, I mean,
This is a
to be
good lap
honest, you
on
can
the
actually
end.
trust it that people will crash. But look at Maisto as he goes with a 131.6. So I think he
It
has
looks
more.
quicker than what the time actually was.
Yeah, it does. Buma has invalidated his lap, so I guess he might be able to get one more lap in. Poggle, no. Who is that then? Is it a Racing Point?
I see RDO in the chat saying he's struggling with like two invalid laps. As Boomer's retired, did he retire in the pits?
El Churuco should be the next driver to finish his lap. And
Got
Buma
an L
did
to it then.
retire in the pit, yeah.
Okay.
That leaves him vulnerable then. He's only a couple of hundreds ahead of Sven, and Sven, I will believe that he's going out on a lap right now, actually, yeah. Well, on
And he's
his
still
out
got
lap right now.
yeah.
But let's have a look
And
at El Truco first as he's coming around the final corner to finish his last lap of the day, and it's gonna be a
it,
1:33, so I'm not sure.
he must
Maybe
have
he's gonna
made a
try one
mistake.
more actually. He's gonna run out of ERS on that lap though. But Lee Wilson should be heading to the finish line in a few moments too, and behind him
Oh,
we're gonna have Pawnage a few moments after as Lee Wilson does a 1:32.
it's
Pawnage
Pornage.
on provisional pole with a 1:30.499. So Pawnage looking after that pole
Probably
position
wants to
today.
for now.
Blue Jean has invalidated his last lap of the day too, I think. Or no, he's going to be starting one actually. But who
Yeah.
else is on a lap right now? Audio?
They're all bunched up next to each other, so it's hard to keep up.
I don't think there is anyone getting close to the finish line right now. As who is that? Is that F1 fan?
Um,
F1 fan, I
Blues just
believe,
started this lap.
has spun it in the final sector. Billy should be in the
Really?
first sector, so that was, well, let's see.
Oh yeah, he's on the lap. I
Milan.
didn't see. Oh, where is Milan?
Oh wait,
Milan's
no.
did a good performance again.
RDO, I believe, is the first one
Oh yeah,
on
he's at the
his
fast
lap right
right.
now. He is.
Yeah.
And he's in the last sector, so we're gonna keep our eyes on him then for a few moments, and then we're gonna try to get most of the people over the line. Do you know who's in the Renault behind Audio, Marshall?
Um, it's Morris.
Now we're gonna try to jump over to him straight after, but Audio though crosses the line. But a small
Oh, Morris has had a
improvement.
poor final
Morris
corner.
guy with a big improvement, and then we're not gonna be able to catch him in time.
Yeah, Morris had made a mistake in the final corner. I think it's Dion next.
The other
Into the
Renault
last
is
corner.
Dion. He is into the final corner now. He's 1 second up on his lap, it said, so it should be a big improvement, but he's gonna have to improve more than that. And look at that, a 1.7 second improvement.
Blue doesn't improve.
What about
Red Bull
Sven
next.
though? Sven and Twanak is probably the two people who can challenge the Ferraris, but Sven
Sven doesn't
can't,
get pole.
Twanak can't,
Leave it on it.
EVR
I don't think I'd.
Sam can't either. Is there anyone else than Audio is not on the lap now? Lee
Lee
Wilson
Wilson, no.
has
F1
invalidated
fan,
anyway.
I doubt it. I think that's it.
5 laps! Oh my god, I hope he's
Who's
not
on
starting
5?
it. Well, he won't be starting on those tires. Luckily for him.
Who's on 5 laps?
He's
Oh,
done
F1
5
fan.
laps on his on his soft tires that he's on right now. So
Does he think it's just a race?
I'm not sure where his thoughts is considering that, but I don't know. But still, though, look at that,
Probably
Marshall.
just race practice.
All 3 drivers in top 3 correct, except for the order. It's
I
the
got
opposite way.
I
I
got
got
2 of the
Buma
3.
correct though.
I said Twanic instead of Boomer.
I said Sven Buma Ponage, instead it ended up being Ponage Buma Sven,
I think I said Twanic, Pornage, Swen.
but look how close it was though.
Yeah, proper close. Hopefully it's as close in the race. If it's dry.
Well, if it's that close in the race, then we're gonna have an exciting race. As we have
The top 10
Ponage Town
is 6
on
tenths.
pole, just a little over a tenth ahead of his Ferrari teammate Buma, then Sven in the Red Bull in third, then Tvanak in fourth, Sebedi in fifth, Milham in sixth, Dion in seventh, then EVR Sam in his debut in eighth, Blue Jean in ninth, Audio in 10th, and everyone in the top 10 are on soft tires. Billy in 11th, Morris Guy in 12th, then I didn't catch the rest, but we're gonna see them on the grid.
May's
We
13th, El
see.
Truco 14th. I see that on stream.
But nonetheless, though,
What
we're
you
gonna see
laughing
them
at, boss?
on the grid now, and now we're gonna see what tires everyone outside of the top 10 are gonna choose to. As
I
everyone
believe
now
Abmo lagged out in quali, so
is in.
that's unfortunate for him. I don't think he is, but I don't think we don't do restarts. I don't think now.
We don't do it at all.
No, that's good. We
Only
don't
for
like
glitches, then I
restarts.
guess.
If it's like a major issue,
Well,
like do you know the one where someone like drives and everyone else is stuck on the grid?
yeah, obviously that one you gotta have a restart for. If not, it's gonna be very unfair. But nonetheless, though, we're gonna check what tires the drivers outside of the top 10 are on, and everyone's on mediums.
Mediums. Yeah.
Billy, Morris Guy, Mace, El Truco, Poggle, Lee Wilson, Bundes, Juho Finn, and F1 fan Red Bull, all on medium tires. So, not much doubt about the strategy then, Marshall.
Yeah.
Obviously, some of them
They.
might be going over to hard tires instead of
Yeah.
dragging them to softs, but
I think someone like Juho can take this mediums to like lap 18, 19, going to softs.
Gio's probably gonna drag them to lap 22.
Juho take him to the end to be good.
Unfortunately for Gio, it's mandatory to do a
Yeah.
pit stop.
Yeah.
If not, I could imagine him just trying to drag them all the way to the finish line.
I want to see a
But
wet race this season. See Juho take the wets to the end.
your podium, Marshall.
Um, I'm gonna say Swen for the win. Boomer second. Hornage third. So if Nick off the top three.
Alright. I'm gonna say Pornage for the win, Twanak up into second, and Buma in third.
Interesting. By the way, Milan P6. He's been showing really good pace this season. So
He's been taking huge steps starting this season, so hopefully
yeah,
he'll be able to build onto it and show himself to be a good midfield driver this season.
it's like the upper midfield right now. I like best of the rest, kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean,
As well.
yeah, kind of. I agree on that. But let's see then, as we're just waiting on the camera angle.
There we go.
There we go. 5 red lights, and there we go. And it looks like a clean
Good start
start
from
from
Hornage.
both the Ferraris. it's not much battling, but look at Sabetti though, he's looking
Oh,
feisty, he's overtaken Tvanak already, and he's right on the back of Sven, and it's a virtual already. So...
yeah. I
Oh,
see
and I see
RDA.
5 second penalties
RDA's got
handed up.
2 penalties. El Truco, no.
Yeah, that
Hey, wait.
podium is gonna be difficult for El Truco right now,
Oh,
Marshall.
who hit El Truco?
What if he hit someone and wasn't the one being hit?
Still, it's not El Truco's fault.
Alright, I see. Well, let's see
Alright,
while we
who's got
have
damage?
the...
So El Truco, Juho's got away with it, it looks like. I can't
Let's
really
see
see.
though. El Truco, obviously one of
Yeah.
the big losers after the start, together with
Windows has
Mileham,
damage.
who's dropped a few
Oh,
positions.
you should have saw Juho then and restart. Proper good start.
Oh, I've been following up ahead as
As
Sven got
Lee Wilson's
well
lagged
close
out.
to Buma for a moment. Oh, and look at this. Blue Jin right on the back of Dion. Is he gonna try something into the final corner? I think he's gonna be waiting a little longer before as he gets really close to...
Yeah.
Well, that's actually the wrong car.
RDA pits. I feel bad for Milan. Like I said, he started P6, he's got damage on the opening lap.
That's not what you want. Another driver I feel a little bad for right now. Gotta be EVR Sam, as he's just outside of DRS, and then
Oh yeah.
if he doesn't get inside of this train again, then he's gonna be left for dead. Well, maybe not dead, but you know what I mean.
And look, oh, Sven. Sven's around really wide then.
Oh, and look at Blue Jean getting close to the rear of Dion. I don't think he's gonna be able to make a move here though. Spiden's getting close to the rear
Looks like
of
everyone's just
Blue
waiting
Jean.
for a DRS. But look at
But
pointage.
Billy
Over a second and a half already to Boomer.
Ponage have had a good start, and yeah. Oh, and look at this Morris guy on the inside of Bundes in the first sector here. They're about to go into the long straight, and Morris is putting Bundes under tremendous pressure right now.
I feel bad for Morris on his birthday as well.
You feel like everyone should have just moved over for him there, don't you?
Him
Nonetheless,
and El
though,
Truco,
he is gonna
just left him pass.
take the position away from Bundes to move up to P18 for the time being.
And look at this, Pornage is flying on these soft tyres. He
Question
just
is
want
though,
to
can he keep this
overheat
pace
him.
up, or has he used too much of his DRS? Ooh, as Sabetti is putting Sven a little under pressure here. And we all know that Sabetti is one of the more aggressive drivers there, so Sven is gonna have to be careful about this. As you can see that Sabetti is taking some very wide line here. I'm not sure if he hit his line perfectly there, but...
Sam as well, he has got DRS luckily, so
Oh, he's managed to get himself inside this terrain.
yeah. Oh, it's Sven and Boomer.
Oh, and
Oh,
Buma's
Sven.
gone very deep, I think.
Sven's also places Betty from that.
Oh, and this has just allowed Pawnage to pull away further, and right now, Pawnage is looking solid for his first win of the season, but obviously there I jinxed it, so we know it's not gonna happen then.
Safety car is going to come out this lap.
Oh, Billy very close to the back end of Poggle.
Oh, Dion and Twanik. I've got to say that's Dion's fault. There was just not enough room for him, and it just banged wheels and spun him around.
Oh, and there I see him rejoining right behind Billy.
Billy, yes.
Billy is looking very feisty on the back end of Poggle right now. Poggle is
I did see
also
Lee
right on the
Wilson.
back end of Milam, and Poggle is gonna go for a move into turn 1 on Milam on the inside as he's gonna take this position away. And I guess for Milam it's just to try to stick with him now, but Milam is the one with wing damage, yeah.
I did see Lee Wilson rejoin the session, so he has to like post a corner cut for the rules and send his
Exactly.
POV because of that.
But let's see here though. Sabetti, he's in DRS on Boomer, but he's not gonna be close enough. But look at Sven though. He's looking for a move, but he just can't get close enough this time. Oh, but look at
Look at
further
Sam. He's
on
trying
the
his
grid. Is
best
that
to keep up.
Maze going on the outside of Dion? Dion runs a little deep, manages to keep his position. And we're gonna have to actually move up to Billy and Mileham
Yeah.
as they're going into the third sector now. Obviously Mileham with that left-hand side wing
Oh,
damage, he's
look
gonna
at Billy.
struggle in this
Yeah.
corner, and Billy takes advantage of that as he moves past. And right now I think for Mileham it's just gonna have to be to
He needs
try
to
to
pit.
take these tires
Yeah.
to lap 7.
Oh, yeah.
If he loses any more ground, then I would say pit, and
There's
yeah, he's decided to pit. It's too bad for him.
F1 fans round. It's just doing a few donuts for us. Is he... What? Okay, he's coming back up to speed. And Milam does pit with the damage.
We're gonna go back to the front, or at least the battle for second right now, as Buma is successfully managing to defend his second place.
Oh, he's gone wide though.
But it's looking like his tires might be starting to struggle a little, and we can see that Twanak seems to be struggling a little too. He's actually fell out of DRS on the guys ahead. He does have DRS though, but look at this though, Sabetti on the inside of Buma. He's gonna try, but he can't get close enough.
Do you think the Ferrari strategy right now is to keep Boomer ahead of these guys, just hold him up, let Cornish try to gap?
I'm not sure. If you could check both of the Ferrari's ERS, then we could get an idea if that's the case.
Cornish got 27 left, Boomer has got 52. So Boomer's got double more battery than his teammate.
Buma's got more battery than Ponage?
Yeah.
That sounds about right though. Ponage does
As
use
Twanik
more
gets a
battery and can have a tendency to go out of it a little too quickly sometimes, but how much did Ponage have, you said?
He's got over 33 now. So he's talking in the low 30s.
Managing it a little then. Oh, as Billy is gonna make a move on Poggle into turn 1, and it's been done before the corner. What about Mace on Dion? He's just gonna stick behind.
Oh, Billy's gone wide though. And look at this. We've got Sam, Blue, Twanik, Swen.
As Twanik makes a mistake, and it's allowed Blue Jean to take advantage and jump up to 5th. And I think everyone is starting to struggle with their tires now, Marshall.
Yeah, it looks like everyone...
Blue is going to be under pressure from both the
look
houses
at Sam,
into this chicane then. As we can see that they're trying to go 3 wide, and Sam has gone around. Twanik has managed to pass Blue Jean though, but 3 wide into that corner is...
This doesn't work.
It was doomed before they did it.
Yeah.
And look at this, Sven pressuring Sabetti,
Blue
Blue Jean pressuring Twanak as Blue Jean goes on the inside in his long right-hander. Can't get enough power on the exit though, and he's going to still be behind. As, Ponage made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped down to 4th.
He's hitting. Has he got damage?
And Twanak goes right into the back end of Ponage into the pit.
Has Cornish got damage, or did he have a spin? It looks like he just had a spin. He
doesn't have damage, so he's had a spin, I will assume.
So that's going to put Boomer possibly as a net leader, or maybe
Maybe
Swen
Swen.
now. Yeah. But let's look at Sabetti and Boomer. Boomer's got no DRS
Oh,
this
we
lap.
are. I think the tires have just died on them right now, but obviously the guys who pitted this lap, they're gonna have the medium tires die on them at the end, so.
Look at Sabetti going
Oh, he's
into
gonna
turn.
launch it
Oh,
into the chicane, but he can't get far enough alongside to actually make the move. What about El Truco on Mace into the chicane? El Truco takes the position away from Mace.
and we've got Billy as well, doing well on mediums, right behind Blue. As look at Sabetti, he was all over Boomer then.
Oh, and well, Twanax had a wing change, I believe, as he's now 7 seconds behind Bonage, but he's gone on the hard, so he doesn't think that the mediums can hold from here. Bonage have dropped
Yeah.
out of DRS
Oh,
on Sven.
Blue's made a mistake. Billy down the inside.
Ah,
As
Blue's going
Blue
into the
actually
pit.
pits. Yeah.
The tires doesn't have anything left to
Oh, Blue's
give.
got a penalty.
Ooh, and a 5-second one, so that's a rookie mistake there. But
From a
this
veteran as
leaves
well.
Billy in the lead of the race though, ahead of Poggle, his teammate, and then
El
Mace in
Truco.
fourth. But let's see where Buma comes out though. Is he gonna be behind Sven? Sven comes down the main street
Where's
right now.
He's ahead. Yeah.
Oh, and look at this. It's gonna be a fight with his teammate, but Ponage has come ahead of Buma. And now these two are just gonna have to try to drag themselves up to Sven and hope that Sven meets some
Yeah.
obstacles along the way up ahead.
Swen's just got past Juho, so there's car blocking Carnage and Swen right now.
Yeah, but these two Ferraris have an advantage though. They can help each other with ERS usage, as now Ponage doesn't have that
Yeah.
much. You can see that he's not fighting his teammate, so he's gonna let Buma go past on this straight. For then Buma to probably try to drag them up to Swen, so some team play into the picture here, Marshall.
Yeah. I think Billy could have a good result today. If he takes some mediums, like lap 17, 18, possibly get a P6, P7.
Possibly.
Maybe even
Nonetheless,
better
though,
if a safety car comes out.
right now we're watching Maze and El Truco, as Maze has gotten a better final corner than El Truco, but it doesn't look like he's pushing to get past into turn 1. He's gonna stay behind here and probably have an attempt on the long straight.
El Chuco's got way less battery than Maze right now.
Well,
As we've got people in the chat saying happy birthday to Morris. Although actually Morris has been unlucky this race so far, but there's a safety car.
Safety
What did I
car.
just say?
Lap 9 safety car. Not ideal for the medium runners, as they will now have to decide to go on to hards or stay out. To be fair, they have
right now?
Well, they have a third option. If they have 2 set of mediums to go into the pit, put on a set of soft tires, go around the lap, go into the pit again and put on a set of fresh mediums.
You could do that, yeah.
It's possible, but it depends though. If they're ending up at the back of the grid anyway, then might be a good idea. If they're ending up in the middle of the grid, then obviously you're losing a lot of track position, and that could be bad if...
stays out.
So it's a strategy call to make.
Poggle goes in, sorry. Billy stays out, El Truco pits. So does Maze.
What about Lee Wilson? Lee Wilson goes in, so all of these are gonna go on hard tires then. You know, El Truco, he is the one who's gonna stay out. Now he goes in.
It's Billy who stayed out.
As Blue Jean goes into the pit again. Oh, Tvanak has just made a rookie mistake and gone over the Delta. He's gotten himself a drive-through penalty. Gio goes on to hard tires though, Marshall.
Yeah.
Puma pits for hards too. Interesting.
We got JP in the chat. Hey JP.
So that's gonna leave us with Billy leading the race ahead of Sven, Ponage and Sabetti. And oh, I feel bad for Poggle.
Yeah.
Unless he's trying to do what we said, to go in on a fresh set of softs and then go in again on a fresh set of mediums, then fair enough, although he's gonna lose a lot of positions. But yeah, he was on mediums, but going in on the softs, if that was just a mistake and he forgot to change the strategy, then that's gonna bite him in the ass.
I think I have seen before, like, didn't know before the race where you like change fuel and all that, it gives you the race strategy. I think I've seen it on the 2 stops before. So you might have clicked that by mistake.
Possibly. Or his initial strategy might be mediums to softs, and when he went into the pit, he forgot to just change the soft tires to hards.
I believe it is Sam Thompson, and saying he's too quick. He qualified 8th, I believe, and he's been struggling to keep up with the leaders, to be honest.
True. France and the safety car though, and look at this, Billy goes in now. He's done this. He's done this many times before too. I gotta just apologize to Billy, but he's absolutely horrible at making these decisions when he's in the lead and the safety car appears. He usually ends up doing exactly what he's done now.
He just bottled the good result.
Remember that both Poggle and Mace and El Truco was behind Billy when they went into the pit.
Yeah.
They're sitting in 4th, 5th and 7th. Billy now in 14th. Although Poggle, obviously, he's gonna drop down quite a lot though.
I'm surprised he hasn't pitted as well, Billy. Sam's sandbagging apparently. He's not in the Mercedes, to be fair. What car is he in? He's in a hat. Oh, there's a Ferrari around. Pornage.
Oh, Pornage! He spun it and lost positions.
He's really overtaking
people. Can he retake his positions?
He's got a penalty for corner cutting.
Oh, and it has gone from bad to worse. We didn't see it, but it obviously spun before he pitted.
Yeah, I just saw the Ferrari.
And now he's spun again.
Has he got damage? I did see his bit of carbon fibre.
Nah, he doesn't have damage. At least not visible.
Oh, Sabetti's got damage.
Interesting. Sabetti was behind the Pornage, wasn't he? Did he spin Pornage maybe?
I think Pornage possibly as Sabetti pits.
Well, then Pornage is still net second actually, since Sabetti goes into the pit. And 5-second time penalty for exceeding the track limit. And he still has a drive-through to Sir Marshall, so it's gonna be difficult for Tvanak today, especially and he's up there fighting for the championship, but he's definitely gonna lose out a little to Buma today. And Pornage.
Do you think Maze is currently net P3 if Poggle pits? Well, he needs to pit.
Well, he is net P3.
Yeah.
Because Poggle will have to pit, and even the car behind him, Twanak, who's going to be attacking him straight away, is going to have to serve a drive-through. So
Yeah.
El Truco is the first car who can
Net
challenge Mace.
P4. Yeah.
So let's see with position changes here. So we can see that Poggle and Mace obviously both and Del Truco all benefited quite heavily by that safety car.
I
Poggle
wonder
up
if the guy
13
who DNF
positions.
is an F1 fan.
But the big
I think
losers.
he's a rugby fan.
Who?
F1 fan. Look
I
at
don't see the
JP's
relevance,
last
but
comment. Look at JP's last comment, you'll get it after that.
That's 70.
A safety car is in this lap.
Well, let's see then. Safety car in this lap, you said? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And look, we can see that Sven is slowing down the field right now. A couple of these drivers could
I'm
be in
surprised
for their
Poggle still
best
anything
result
soft.
of the season. Then thinking about Mace and El Truco.
Yeah.
Well, El Truco is net 4 at the moment, so
Net- yeah.
well, he's gotten a 4 play already, but he could be in for a better position too. Gonna have to wait and see, as we can see that Sven goes in the final
Good
corner.
restart from
He
Sven.
gets a gap to Poggle straight away. What about further behind though? Twanak is on the prowl and he's passed Mace before turn 1, or has he? He's actually stayed behind.
Oh, El Chico penalty.
I don't know why, but he's stayed behind Mace, which means that Mace is still in at third. Pawnage has passed Poggle for second and is taking up the chase on Sven right now.
I'm seeing a lot of penalties popping up.
And I saw Billy's name there.
Yeah.
But let's see then, down the long
Look,
straight.
Poggle and Pawnage.
Poggle on Pawnage. Poggle, is he gonna launch it? He's gonna stay behind. What about further behind? Twanakas staying behind Mace actually. Thought he was gonna go for a move there. Buma is in 8th. Not really under
Morris
pressure.
penalty. Oh, I feel really bad for Morris.
As Duo has gone very wide after the chicane.
Look at Poggle and Pawnage still going at it. Like, I don't know what like.
And look at
flying.
Sven might be in for the first win of the season for him now. The one that might be able to stop him at the moment could be Pawnage, but he also has that time penalty after he, funnily enough, spun it under the safety car.
Yeah.
We don't actually know what happened there, but look at this though. Marshall Mace is putting up
Yeah,
good
look like-
pace here.
Oh, Sam's round. Last corner. And he just got that corner. Why,
Well, I
Sam, why have you
did
done that?
see something about him turning off traction, and obviously that last corner could be a tricky one without traction if you're new to it. So kind of does make sense in that way. When is Twanak gonna?
And Bundes is retired.
In the pit, so shouldn't be anything from that. But look at this though, Marshall. I gotta say, Mace in 4th there. He's looking very solid through these corners. And I know that Mace he's not really the driver to.
Quickly.
He's not. Ooh. El Truco and Buma battling.
There's more El Truco and Twanak, I thought.
Buma was on the outside of El Truco, so they were definitely battling. But yeah, what I was about to say though, Mace isn't. He's a driver who doesn't push the track limits that much, as you can see out of that corner. He's trying to usually keep it very clean and safe and consistent, and obviously right now we can kind of see the result of that. He's managing to keep Twanek behind, although Twanek has gone wide as he goes in for his drive-through penalty. May's getting a little pressure off his shoulders now, with El Truco being a
Look at
little
Boomer.
further back.
Oh,
And
I thought Boomer was closer to
El
Bilton.
Truco is within the DRS range.
Sam's was tired.
In the pit, I think.
Probably, yeah, I think it was.
Ooh, RDO has made a move on Mileham, it looks like. Made the move stick too, as he is trying to fight his way up further
Oh,
on the
El
grid.
Truco. He almost binned it on the fast left.
Interesting. Let's see,
Yeah, but
look
look at El
at this
Truco
El
on Maze.
Truco. He's an aggressive driver. He's going to go for the move on Mace.
Look at Boomer. Boomer thought about it and picks the penalty, does El Truco.
Oh, he doesn't want that.
Maybe Maze knows that. Maybe Maze knows that El Truco has penalties.
Could
He
be that
doesn't.
El Truco has more penalties too, yeah. But Mace will have to be able to stick with him though, although I do think he's going to be able to stick with him. We did see these two following each other on the first stint. Although El Truco is trying to push now to pull away. We can see
Yeah.
Buma right on the back of Mace too. Buma, who could have been up there with Pawnage and Sven, but decided to pit over to the hard tires, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure why Boomer did that. Maybe he picked up damage as well.
Maybe,
Onto the
or
safety car.
unless he didn't think the tires would hold to the end. As we can see that Buma is down the
Yeah.
inside on Mace. He's not going to be able to make that move
Go
work
for a
though, but it
switch
does
back.
a switchback. And he's got an amazing exit to pull ahead of Mace and take away that 5th position from Mace. Oh, as we can see, Billy almost losing the back
Yeah,
end.
Billy's right. To be fair, Billy's had a good result. It was 14th. It was back up to 7th.
Yeah, he has. But he's gonna have to try to work his way further up the grid though, and now he's on the rear end of Mace.
He's got
Mace
no
does
battery
also
left.
have DRS. And Billy is just gonna dive this, isn't he? Oh, and that is a dive and a half right into the
That
side
was
of
an
Mace.
aggressive move.
I wouldn't say completely clean either.
I didn't say if there was contact. I didn't have
There
a
was
good
contact.
angle.
I saw it.
Ah.
I got a good angle, and he kind of used Mace a little like a break there. So I don't know. Maybe he should have given the position back, but they can take that to the stewards. In that case, I am not a steward, so well they can take it to you.
Yeah.
I actually have the.
I'm not
I'm actually
not
that
sure what
lucky
words
that
to
I
give.
have a steward right here with me.
I'm still new at the job.
Are you gonna blame it on that? Are you? Poggle though still yet to pit, so I'm not really sure what strategy he's looking at right now.
He should really be pitting this lap, or maybe another set of softs or mediums.
Mediums, I think, this lap, and 2 more laps, then maybe, or 1 more lap, maybe to another set of softs. Obviously, it is a lighter car
potentially.
now at the end, but yeah.
As we've got Boomer behind El Truco. I don't think it's close enough though.
Nah.
As we've got
But
Dion and
Dion
Maze.
is close enough on Mace, and he's gonna go on the inside. He's gonna make it a little cleaner than Billy did, and he's getting ahead in the braking zone there.
Maze is really struggling on them hards.
Well, I mean, the hards aren't that great around there, so...
Yeah, but looking at like El Truco, Boomer, they've all like dropped him.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Some people handle different tires differently.
True.
Like Juho, for example, he's able to stretch his tires very long.
Oh, Maze has made a mistake. I I looked away
you
for
are
one
right.
second and it was just off track. Every time I look away, like an F2, I looked away for 1 second and killed Dutch in quali.
Well, considering where Mace was at that point, I think he might have lost it under traction actually. If I can
Possibly,
remember correctly, he's also a driver who's taken off traction for today's race, so
yeah.
considering that then, if we look at him and Sam,
He's doing well
he's
though with his
handled it
pace.
quite well actually.
Yeah. He's got a
But one
yellow in
mistake
sector 1, I'm not sure.
in the first race with no traction, I think he should be allowed to do that.
He's been showing good pace today, like. Fighting with like El Truco
Yeah, but look
Boomer,
at this though,
possibly
we're
fighting
gonna
for
have
podium.
Buma to go down the inside of El Truco. El Truco is not
Oh, that
gonna
was
have
close.
it. He's gonna keep that position, but Buma is still gonna pressure him going into this fast right-hander. Almost said left-hander there. If anybody
Mold.
turns left here, I feel bad for them. But Buma's made the
Imagine.
move, and he's made it
As
stick
El
as now.
Truco's gone wide, so is Billy.
And El Truco
Let's look
with
at
his
Poggle. Is
teammate
Poggle
behind
gonna
him.
pit this lap?
Either this or next lap.
Yeah, let's. He's pitting now. Yeah.
We'll have a look at him. He goes into the pit. What tires he will be going on to on the other end, I have no idea, but
I think he'll go into softs. He's done 8 laps on these softs, so just
should be
another 8
possible, yeah.
less.
Question is if mediums might be the better option though, considering the
Oh, he
softs
isn't going to mediums. Yeah.
did die off at the end, and he goes to mediums. So he's gonna try to just push as much as possible at the end then. As we can see that El Truco is under a lot of pressure from his teammate.
We know Billy and El Truco have a few penalties, and I'm not sure about Boomer. I think Boomer's got a 1.
I think Buma has one. I think Ponage has at least one. I think he might have 2.
Yeah. I know Billy's got 1. I know El Truco's got at least 1.
I think Sven might have 1 too. So I think they're pretty much on the equal playing field up
Yeah.
front there.
As Milam's got 1 now. Wait, what happened to
Gio at the
Milam?
back of Blue, but he's not going to be close enough to make a move.
Oh, look at Morris, back up to P7. Fair play.
He's in for a good result today.
Fighting RDO.
Question is though, with 8 more laps, will the medium tires die off for Sven and Ponage? Because if they are, then Buma, El Truco and Billy could still be in for the win.
I think they will drop off about lap 25.
But not badly enough.
Yeah. They'll be able to feel it, but they should take them to the end.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think too. I think they're going to drop off around lap 25, and they're going to drop off badly at the last lap, but I don't think they're going to drop off enough for these guys behind them. Billy though staying extremely close to El Truco's rear end everywhere. One thing's for sure, he trusts his teammate going into the braking zone.
Last of the late breakers, possibly. Is he... El Truco's got like no battery left.
Audio is trying to keep up with Morris. As
Morris
goes defensive. Audio is out of ERS though, but
Morris puts
seemed
a
like
penalty.
he let him by there.
Maybe Morris just wants the DRS.
Morris doesn't have too much DRS either, so he wants to save some behind Audio.
JP's got a question for you. Is there any decent tracks in Norway?
I don't think there are many tracks in Norway. For F1 there is no tracks.
It's mostly rally, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, rally is bigger in Norway than F1, but for racing generally, there is a track called Rudskogen. I think that That's not too bad, but I don't think it would be a good track for F1 cars. Maybe for something like Porsche Cup or something like that. Maybe. But
Would you like to see F1? Oh, Morris.
oh, and Morris into a spin we go. Is that a birthday donut or was it not on purpose, Marshall?
It wasn't on purpose. I think he just got on the throttle a bit too early.
I gotta agree there. I was watching him, so we did get that, and his car just kind of went. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. Oh, and look at this, El Truco on Boomer. He's gonna take that position away, but he has no ERS to play with now, and Boomer has over 70, over
Boom's got
60%.
yeah. As Boom
And
took
he's
loads
absolutely
past
gonna
him.
mug him back in this flat out right-hander.
And Billy's just watching this, being patient.
Is he being patient though? He isn't, because he's
It
almost
might
used
be.
up all his CRS too.
Oh, yeah. If I was Boomer right now, I'd just go like hot lap and get seconds between me and El
Nah,
Truco.
if I was Boomer right now, I would just keep doing what he's doing right now, because El Truco and Billy doesn't have the ERS to pass him and be able to keep Boomer behind on that second straight after the chicane.
Jamie says El Truco time. He knows what time it is. Oh wait, Billy
Oh,
knows
but
what time
look
it
at
is
this
as
though.
well.
Billy is going to take that position from his teammate. And he's going to have a go at Boomer now. The problem is, as we
So
said
you
though,
can ask.
Billy doesn't have any more ERS to use than El Truco does, so still going to be
Maybe he's
impossible.
using that low downforce setup we was talking about earlier. Is this the yellow in sector 1? Is that Twannock? I think that might have been Twannock.
I think it might have been, yeah. As it looks like he's going to end outside of points today, which means that Boomer is going to take the lead of the championship.
Oh, Billy gets a penalty. As Twannock's gone.
Oh, Twannock
So we have the
retired.
safety car again, that'll spice up the race.
Get a safety car, everyone in on soft tires.
Everyone on top, yeah.
Would be interesting. But it doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Nobody's close
Yeah.
to where Twannock's car is, and it's green flags, so...
Look at Billy, he's practicing. Can't talk. Wrestling.
Try again, Marshall?
Yeah. I'm Norwegian, remember? English ain't my first language.
He's pressuring
Precious.
Boomer, that's what you tried to say. But look at this though, Boomer is gonna mug him right back. Ooh,
I did see El Truco and Boomer
but
both
that's
at
cost him a
penalties.
penalty though. As Billy, is he gonna go for it right away? He's not. But then again though, it is the issue with the ERS. Boomer is a lot better at saving his ERS, and he's gonna be able to keep ahead because of that.
Yeah, look, El Truco is... If I was El Truco, I'll get out of hot lap. Sorry, overtake and just run on. Because he's got DRS and slipstream, so
Look
that's
at Billy,
enough.
he's trying to run
El
one
Truco
down
around
the
the
straight.
outside. Oh, he thought about it.
Oh, but Blue Jean is right on the back of Lee Wilson, and
Lee
he's gonna
Wilson.
make the move, and he's gonna be able to make it
Look
stick,
at
I believe.
Poggle
And
as
look at this,
well.
Poggle is gonna follow through.
Lee Wilson out of the points just like that.
One straight from 9th to 11th. Oh, and look at this,
Yeah.
Blue Jeans made a mistake, and Poggle has just slid right through into 9th after the chicane.
Poggle could get Morris potentially as well.
He doesn't have any ERS though, that's his issue right now.
Oh, yeah.
Although those fresh medium tires should be quite a lot better than anyone ahead of him.
Billy, save your battery, don't... What? No, don't. Don't go into turn 1. Oh.
We can see that Boomer still has more than 30% more battery than
Yeah.
Billy. These cars aren't catching on Sven and Ponage anymore though, Marshall, so I think the gap they have up is too big, even with the drop-off that Sven and Ponage might experience quite shortly.
Yeah.
But let's see
I'm
though.
sure Sven College
To the
top tier
chicane,
that they've never
Billy
had.
has some ERS and he's gonna go for a move on the inside of Boomer. Billy's gonna go deep though.
Billy's gone
Boomer
deep.
predicted that. He's
Oh,
gone
El Trico.
into a
He taps his
different
teammate.
line to get a good exit, and now we're gonna see Boomer get back at Billy into this fast left-hander or
There's
right
got
after.
Boom saving his factory right now.
Oh, and look at this.
Oh, but look at this.
Boomer sees an opportunity. He's gonna go on the inside in this long. Oh, as Boomer and Billy
Oh,
has gone into each other. El
El
Truco's been
Trico,
collected.
no. Oh.
And where did Boomer go? There Boomer is. Is there any wing damage for him though? No, he's actually avoided wing damage, but he's lost
El
out of that
Truco's got
battle though.
damage. El Truco, so unlucky.
Well, he was behind the two of them, so that's not too surprising, but
Really,
very
just let El
unlucky.
Truco get third. Alright, come on.
Well,
As a look at RDO. RDO's behind Boomer now.
he is some 15 lap old medium, so the tires shouldn't be shredded yet. We can see that he's
The other
right
car's
on the
set
back
for
of
free.
Boomer here. As
Oh,
somebody's
Sebastian Lee Wilson.
button or crashed.
As let's look at RDO. Life left in the medium tyres as Luke picks up a pen.
RDO though taking a much tighter line than Boomer through that long fast right-hander, and now on to the long straight. RDO is gonna go down the inside on Boomer. Boomer's been in this situation a lot of times now, and he's right on the back of RDO. Although RDO does have a little more ERS than Billy had when Boomer was behind him.
Oh.
Still, ooh, Poggle is on the back of Morris guy right
and
now.
Maze.
Oh, and Mace, you're right.
Oh, Morris.
Oh, as Morris. And how has
The
he saved
same.
that?
Yeah.
Birthday
Call
drift
him
is
David
what we're
De
gonna
Gea.
call that. But his tires gotta be hot after that though.
Yeah.
And even though Morris is actually one of the guys on a little fresher mediums, Poggle behind him is on much fresher.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, his Poggle's got past him.
Poggle has gone into the final corner on Morris.
Yeah. Wonder if there's going to be any team orders at Williams. Even though Maze
That's
is a
good
reserve
question.
driver. Maze is a reserve driver, so I don't think there will be.
Highly doubted considering that.
Yeah.
And especially with just this lap and next lap left, I think Mace is looking forward to taking this 7th place. It's 10 seconds up, so I don't think anyone ahead has that many penalties. They could have, for that matter,
You
actually.
never know. You've seen Throne before get disqualified, so... And
At
yourself.
France.
Not at France.
Thank God.
Get disqualified
Remember,
from
he's my
penalties.
teammate in F4, Marshall. Don't worry me like that.
He's going to get disqualified on Sunday. So...
No. Look at this though, Poggle right on the back of Mace going into this 3rd sector. He's looking for a move, but he couldn't find the gap there. Almost looked like he was gonna go for a move around the outside, which would have been very difficult. In this
Poggle
3rd
needs to be
sector, he should
patient
have
here,
a
save his battery.
Poggle should have a big advantage in this 3rd sector and the 1st sector with those mediums against those hard tires.
Oh, into the last corner. He's doing this last lap. He cuts the corner.
He tried it, but I think he should have picked up a warning at least there, because he was not exactly
Yeah,
on
for
track.
sure. Yeah.
Buma though, right on the back of Audio. He's gonna wait to the straight it looks like, but Buma saved up a lot of ERS to spend.
Poggle pen. Poggle pen.
Poggle pen. Poggle has gone for a move before the straight on Maze.
That might be smart from Maze.
It could be actually.
Maybe alright.
But first though, Buma on Audio into the chicane. Buma is in overtake Audio on the outside. He's gonna have the inside for this corner, but Buma is gonna mug him on the exit and just blitz right past. And with all the ERS he has to spend now, he should be able to keep ahead, I think.
And it's Morris
Side
attacking
by
Maze.
side. But Buma just has the ERS advantage and will be able to keep that 5th place from Audio. As I have just noticed that Sven has gone around the final corner and he's crossing the line to take his first win of the season. Then we're gonna have Pawnage going over the line in 2nd. Billy is gonna come in 3rd. Oh, and Billy has a lot of penalties, so I think El Truco is going to take that 3rd away from Billy. No, he has a lot of penalties too. And Buma is up on the podium.
Audio 5th.
Audio 5th, yeah. El Truco 6th. What about Poggle, Maze, and Morris Guy? Poggle crosses the line in 7th, but Maze goes up to 6th. El Truco 7th, Morris Guy 8th. Poggle down to 10th, Dion up to 9th, Mileham 11th, Blue Gin 12th, Sabedi 13th, then we're waiting on Juho Finn to cross the line in 14th. Before Lee Wilson in 15th. To be the final driver over the line today, and double Ferrari on the podium today, Marshall.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that we're gonna see close to 20 plus penalties on Billy.
Yeah, I think El Truco had more.
I had a lot too, at least.
Yeah.
The guy who was gonna stay away from the penalties.
Yeah, El Truco had 15 seconds of pens. Billy had 12.
Alright, so it wasn't as bad as I thought, though.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, though, it's Sven for the win today, ahead of Pawnage and Buma, the Ferrari duo, who's taking a good lead in the constructors today.
Yes. Possibly.
Look at
As
that,
I'm just going
12
to invite him
seconds.
through.
Maze, though, going up to 6th in the end with no penalties, and I believe Sven had no penalties too. But yeah, it was Sven, Pawnage, Buma, Billy in 4th, then we had Audio in 5th, Maze in 6th, El Truco in 7th, Morris Guy in 8th, Dion in 9th, Poggle in 10th, then we had Milam in 11th, Blue Gin 12th, Sabedi 13th, Lee Wilson 14th, and Juho 15th. Then it was Tvanak, EVR Sam, Bundes, and F1 Fan Red Bull all getting a big fat DNF.
A big fat L.
Oh, that is an L. Well, you know what to do, Marshall.
I've already done it. I'm learning, Sandra.
You know, I'm still kind of thinking about the question from JP earlier, if there is any decent tracks in Norway, and I still can't think of any more.
I'll Google it if you want.
Nah, I don't think there is any other half decent tracks than the one I mentioned. But I can see that we have Buma here already. Just missing the two others then. There is Pawnage.
And the two Ferraris. We just need a Red Bull. Mr. Swenny.
He's back. He's back with a vengeance.
There he is.
Back with a vengeance. Well, Marshall, we have all three here, and do you want to start off with 3rd place, Buma?
Boomer. Yeah. Boomer, your race today was non-stop action. Fighting El
Yeah, I agree.
Chico, Billy, RDO at the end. But firstly, what happens with the spin? Was it in the last sector? Was it?
Yeah, it was. Billy overtook me, I think it was in the chicane, and then I had a decent exit, but not a very good one. And then in the sharp right-hander, he went slightly offline, so slightly wide, which gave me an opportunity to come alongside, but I wasn't on the ideal race line, so I predicted my braking point slightly wrong, but in the long ongoing right-hander, that's crucial to not hit one another if you are going into the corner side by side. So that's what
Yeah,
happened. I lost
yeah.
grip and yeah, I collided and I spun almost instantly all the way around and hit
I think
Truco in
El
the
Chico
process.
helped you.
So I'm very sorry for both of them, especially for Truco because he was really challenging and fighting for the podium. And yeah, I
Bob's
think
off the boomer.
he deserves the spot over here more than me, so I will see a penalty, I guess.
If if Billy or El Chico reports it, then
Yeah, there is
we'll look at
a
it.
good probability. I hope only one does. I hope it only will be judged once, but yeah.
Yeah, if Billy and El Chico send in the same footage, it'll be just done once. So,
But yeah, I had a part of that. It was a great race with great battles, and it went well, except for that one moment.
yeah, and also a quick question about the safety car. I believe you're on mediums, which could have went to the end, but instead you pitted in for the hards. Me and Sanjay didn't understand that, so what happened
Yeah,
there?
well, I thought I couldn't make it until the end on the mediums because, yeah, I wasn't so sure about it, and the strategy to the hards helped me to win in FP on Tuesday, so I was very confident that I would make it at least till the end. And I was hoping for one or another safety car. So, yeah, it was a little bit strange to pit 2 laps in a row. But yeah, I chose to do it, and afterwards it would have cost me a lot of troubles if I just went on the mediums. But yeah, that's the choice I made, and it didn't turn out that badly. So
Yeah, because me and Sandra is both saying in the stream that if you say that on mediums, you'll be up there with Swen and Pornage, we believe. So
yeah, I was surprised that they could help their tires until the end.
yeah, I believe a season or two ago, you and Blue both did the same thing. You took mediums that are really long.
Yeah, but maybe it was slightly different because there was a real core safety car in 8 laps. So, and then I pitted from softs till the hards in lap 8 or 9, and that's possible. But I was like so slowly the last laps on the softs that I didn't want to take the risk this time.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the calendar to ask what what your thoughts on next week. I can't
Nice.
English. That was the first time today. What tracks next week to ask you what's your thoughts on that, but I can't seem to find it. So
Is it
Sandra-
Canada?
Canada.
Canada. What's your thoughts on Canada then?
Well, I think Canada is in the same category as France, and I personally quite like France, and I think Canada is even slightly better, and I hope to make some moves into the hairpin like last season.
Yeah. Would you like some rain is in that with Canada?
Maybe
With the-
Canada, yes. That's one of the few instances I would say yes.
Yeah. Sanjay, you got any questions for Boomer?
I
Championship
do.
leader right now.
So, we almost got to see a bottle boom out today, but
Yeah,
fortunately
yeah.
for you,
I deliver, you know.
both Billy and El Turco managed to get
El
himself
Turco.
quite a substantial amount of penalties. But I don't actually have any questions about the race though. But I have one for you. Should we send Marshall back to school to learn English over again?
Of course.
Because he seems to
Yeah.
have some difficulties.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that would be a very good idea. But if he is free on the Thursday evenings, I don't care because he has to be here on the Thursday evenings.
Agreed. Well, now
can't go back to school then, so.
he mentioned Canada, so I don't have any more questions now. Well, yeah, actually I do. Looking at the standings, this will be your third podium out of 3 possibilities this race this season, and you have actually managed to grab 1 win, 1 second place, and 1 third place. So, are you gonna keep this streak going and get a 4th place next week, or are we gonna see you back on a
Um,
podium?
well, if that leads to a bigger gap to Twanak, then I'm fine with it.
Alright, fair enough. Well, congratulations on your 3rd place then, and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
And then we will jump over to Pawnage.
Evening.
The
Good morning.
second Ferrari who had a small bottle today.
Oh, big ball.
You know what I'm gonna ask about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was ridiculous, wasn't it?
First stint, lap
Yep.
7 I believe, or 6.
Yep.
What happened?
I was, well, congratulations to Sven straight away. Great race. But I was pushing, trying to break the DRS. I thought I was getting away pretty handily. And then I came into that corner a little bit too fast, missed my braking point, and then just went all the way out, slid it, overcooked the tyres, and you saw what happened. It was dreadful. I pootled along the side of the track into the pits with my tail between my legs. And then that was the story of that incident. Ridiculous. Bottle, massive bottle.
Alright, the follow-up question to that then. Do you think that's what cost you the race win today, or?
I think 2 things cost me the win. That, yeah, I thought if I got in there, got on the softs, and I would have been okay. Got out in front of a few people, but I didn't. And also getting spun behind the safety car, quite ridiculously.
We
So,
saw that you spun around, but we didn't actually see what caused it though, so...
no, I got hit from behind. And,
Oh, and it's also got damage.
yeah, and that cost me a couple of positions and a 3-second penalty, and I ended up coming up behind Poggle on the softs, and I would have been behind Sven, and then I would have been able to be in these DRS a bit more. But no, still hands up to Sven. Still had a lot more pace than me at the end, so what can you say?
Nonetheless though, still the best result of the season for you so far, with 2nd place today. And obviously we're still waiting on that win, but I seem to always jinx it somehow. I'll try to avoid it from now. But your quali lap though, that seemed pretty spot on. You obviously got pole, and you and Buma locked out the front grid from front row. So what was the tactics after quali?
I think we wanted to see who was going to be into the first corner and then just support each other. I mean, I didn't really hold to that bargain because I just pulled off and got out of the DRS, really. So, apart from that bit there was no strategy, just go as fast as we could. I know we were pretty close coming out of the pits as well. I think I surprised Boom a little bit, but I wanted that place. Sorry, man.
Alright, fair enough. Well, in the second part of the race, obviously you had a small fight with Poggle there, but he was on the soft tires though, so yeah, after he pitted you were pretty much alone, and at that point did you ever think that you could catch Sven, or?
For a few laps, 5 or 6, I thought I was keeping in with about 2 seconds, and then I thought I'm going to overcook my tyres. I'm pretty hard on my tyres, and I I thought I'll spin it on that stupid corner, that right hander, that long right hander. So I did back off the end, chucked down the RS, and kind of just was a bit more careful for the last few laps.
Well, not always a bad thing to do that. Obviously, the first stint you overcooked them, and we all saw how that went. But
Wicked.
still, though, a second place in the end, so a great result in that manner, and a double podium for Ferrari. So pulling away in the team standings too. But next week we're heading to Canada. So what are you looking for there?
Like that track, another quite high-speed track. That's kind of my area that I like. So I'm hoping to be up there. But again, Sven back on form, Boomer around me, Swanak, I mean, he must have been unlucky today. It's going to be tough. So we'll see what happens next week.
Alright, fair enough. Well, nonetheless, congratulations on second place today and good luck for next week. I don't know if you have any questions, Marshall, to Ponage?
Yeah, I've got a question to both Ferraris, really. So, when Pornage was in the lead, the first 3 laps were about 3.5 seconds gap, was that a plan to keep Boomer second and not defending for his life, so you could get away, or...?
I know Boomer did play a bit of strategy there. I think he was looking after his tyres, but I'll hand it over to him because he knows more. He was driving.
Yeah, I was just keeping my ERS at 90, and if that causes that kind of pace, then yeah, maybe it was tactical, maybe it wasn't. You never know. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Shady answer. Shady answer. And we
Pornage,
love it.
you bottle posture.
I am the master bottle.
But any more questions, Marshall, or do you want to take it away with first
No,
place?
that's it now for Pornage and Boomer. So Sven, hello.
Hello.
Hello. So congrats on your first win of the season, firstly.
Thank you.
And your race today was quite quiet after the safety car mess with Pornage spinning. So I can't really remember anything about your race. You had a really quiet race, didn't you?
Well, at the beginning I got stuck behind Sabetti and Buma. We were all a bit on the same pace, so we couldn't really overtake each other, and Ponystown was just cruising away. Of course, we got lucky when Ponystown got wide, and yeah, I basically did the undercut with him, so I got in front of Buma and Sabetti without actually overtaking him. And then, of course, the safety car came. Well, I had a 4-second gap or something, so a bit unfortunate, but luckily there was a car between me and Ponystown when the safety car came out, so I could really build a bit of a gap already, and in the end I think I was a few tenths quicker some laps, and yeah, I just won the race.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Ponge's spin onto the safety car, and he probably would have came out ahead of you from the pit stops, do you think you could have caught him and overtook him, or do you think the pace would start really even?
Well, if I was behind him on the safety car, I think I would have kept up with him in the DRS, but I think it would have been a battle until the last lap.
Yeah, I wish we saw that. That would have been good. Yeah, I can't really remember your race, to be honest, Ben. To be honest, sorry. Sanjay, you got any questions?
I do.
As normal.
Fortunately, I do. So, first of all, congratulations on your first win of the season after a DNF last race and a DNS before that. Obviously, a season back we saw you in a title battle with Mesclas, and you started that season off really well, and then you dropped off a little at the end. So for this season, are we seeing a difference in Sven? Are we seeing the Sven who's gonna start off the season a little scruffy and then come back at the end, or?
Well, I hope so. Of course, I had to miss Bahrain. That's my favorite track because I was on vacation. But I think the tracks in the middle of the calendar are a bit more to my liking than last year. So I
Alright.
hope I can fight for the title this year as well.
So what tracks are you looking forward to taking a few more wins possibly then?
Especially Germany and Belgium.
Interesting. What about next week's track, Canada?
I really hate Canada.
Oh,
Last time I finished 13th, I believe, and I broke my wing like twice. So it's not not my ideal track.
alright, so we'll see you back in the interviews in 2 weeks then, I guess. But except for that though, with this season obviously with missing the first race and a DNF in the second race, is your goal still to take the championship, or do you think the gap might have gotten a little too big, or...
Yeah, of course. I think there's still a lot of points to be made, and I don't think Sietse can keep up his podium streak all season. At least I hope so. And yeah, there's plenty of opportunities also in the constructors. Today we grabbed our first points, first good points with P1 and P5. But I think still anything is possible. We're only a third of the way on the season, and yeah, still a lot of things to do.
Alright, well then, I don't have any more questions, so congratulations and good luck for Canada.
Thank you.
Bring lots of front wings.
I will. I will.
Well, Marshall, no more questions from you?
No, that's it. Probably.
Then I think it's, well, driver of the day nominees, Marshall. Do you have anyone
Yes.
in mind? Well, I think you do.
This may surprise you, but I'm thinking about Maze. Maze was near the back, I believe, in quali. Or was
13th.
he? Yeah, took up to P6. I'll just give it Sven. It's an easy one.
Trying to pick among some other drivers, but ending up giving this one because you can't pick. Well, I gotta also admit that I also noticed Mason. I'm gonna give my vote to Mace this week. Your second vote, Marshall?
Copying me.
Well, I was a little
second
more
vote.
sure than you.
I want to say Pornage, actually. Because Pornage is quali lap with his pole. And
I
really
had
good
expected Truco.
We all expected El Chico.
I was only joking, it's El Choco.
Yeah.
Good.
Correct
So, you are going with El Truco then, Marshall?
I was actually going to choose Pornage, but then they told me to say El Truco, so El Truco.
Alright, so we go with El Truco then. Well, to be fair, Ponage did bottle a little today.
decision. Yeah, he did.
So, yeah,
Well, with
just a
that,
little.
our driver of the day nominees then is Sven, TTG Mace, and El Churico. And with that, unless unless you have any more to add, Marshall, I'm gonna end it off.
No.
Keep practicing that English.
Yes.
Well, with that, this has been PSGL F6 Round 3 around France. I, Sondre Zorhag, and Louis Marshall have been your commentators, the Mong brand. And make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more action. Next race will be F5, F4 and F3 on Sunday at 8 PM before F2 takes it away on Monday at 7 PM. And then F1 on Monday at 8 PM. And then Marshall?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. I was watching the
FP.
steward's room. FP is Tuesdays at 8.
I can never remember. I
I
will
was just
try to.
watching the.
I will try to get it right one day. But with that, hopefully we'll see you again, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye.